I get it when you're scrolling through the endless sea of miracle gadgets. The idea of dropping a few $100s on something that promises flawless skin can feel like a gamble. You've probably imagined setting it up, watching those colored lights pulse, and wondering if it's really worth the counter space in your bathroom. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I'm here to walk through what it actually feels like to bring the 8-in-1 skincare multifunctional LED steamer hydro system into a real-life routine, so you can decide if it's a smart spend or just another pretty box. First off, the unboxing is surprisingly straightforward. The box contains the main console, a detachable steam head, a set of LED light panels, a small water reservoir, and a quick start guide that doesn't read like a textbook. Plug it in, fill the reservoir with distilled water, and you're ready to press start. The whole thing fits on a standard vanity, but it does need a power outlet within arm's reach, so if your bathroom is a tight squeeze, you'll have to rearrange a few things. That's the first hidden trade-off. You're trading a bit of counter real estate for a device that tries to do 8 things at once. When you actually turn it on, the steam generator hums softly, and the LEDs begin their slow glow, usually a blend of red, blue, and amber, depending on the mode you select. The steam itself is gentle, not the scorching blast you'd get from a traditional facial steamer, which is great if you have sensitive skin or if you've ever had to pull away because the heat was too intense. I ran it for about 10 minutes while applying a serum, and the warm mist seemed to open my pores just enough to let the product sink in better. That's a practical strength. The steam isn't just for a spa vibe. It actually preps the skin for the subsequent steps in a routine. The LED component is where the device tries to set itself apart. It offers several wavelengths that, according to the manufacturer, target different concerns: red for circulation, blue for acne-causing bacteria, amber for inflammation, and a few others. In practice, you won't see instant acne clearing, but after a week of consistent 5-minute sessions, the redness around a couple of old blemishes did look a shade calmer. It's a subtle benefit, and you have to be realistic. LED therapy works best as a supplement, not a replacement for topical treatments. If you were hoping for a single-session miracle, that expectation needs to be dialed back. Now let's talk about the hydro part. The system can switch from pure steam to a mist that mixes a few drops of a water-soluble essence you add to the reservoir. I tried a vitamin C serum diluted in the water, and the mist helped disperse it evenly across my face. The downside? The reservoir is only about 300 milliliters, so you'll need to refill it after each session if you're using the mist feature. That's a minor inconvenience, but it does mean the routine isn't a set-it-and-forget-it scenario. You'll have to keep a small bottle of your favorite essence handy, which adds a tiny bit of extra prep time. One of the biggest practical concerns for potential buyers is cleaning. Because the device handles both steam and liquid additives, mineral buildup can happen if you don't use distilled water. The manufacturer suggests a weekly rinse with a vinegar water solution, and there's a detachable steam head that you can pop off for easier cleaning. If you're the type who forgets to decant coffee makers, you might find this maintenance a bit of a chore. It's not a deal breaker, but it does add to the overall ownership effort. Who should actually consider this gadget? If you're already committed to a multi-step skincare routine: cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, and you enjoy the ritual of a nightly spa moment, the 8-in-1 system can streamline a few steps. The steam preps the skin, the LED adds a therapeutic layer, and the hydro mist lets you infuse actives without needing a separate spray bottle. It's especially appealing for people with mild acne, occasional redness, or anyone who likes the idea of a foam salon experience and is willing to spend a bit of time each night on upkeep. On the flip side, if you're a minimalist who prefers a quick splash of water and a few drops of serum, this device might feel excessive. The price point sits higher than a basic steamer or a standalone LED mask, so the value only materializes if you actually use all the modes. Beginners who are still figuring out which wavelengths they need could end up paying for functions they'll never touch. In that case, a single-purpose tool like a budget-friendly LED mask or a simple facial steamer might give you the same benefits without the learning curve. Another practical weakness is the noise level. The steam pump is quiet enough not to be a full-blown alarm, but it does produce a low frequency whir that you'll